Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Adriana DC. How are you? I hope you guys are doing quite well. Tonight's video, I have a perfume haul for you guys. So I have been MIA for a minute, you guys, and I had a few fragrances sent over to me as well as a few fragrances that I bought my own self as well. And I wanted to share these fragrances with you guys. Now I have quite a few fragrances, so I'm gonna have to break this video up into two, else we will be here all day and all night. So I'm gonna give you guys, I have 20 fragrances all together. I'm gonna give you guys 10 fragrances tonight and 10 fragrances on another day. So if you guys are interested in seeing what new fragrances I've recently added to my perfume collection, then by all means keep on watching. If you guys are new here, please don't leave without hitting that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that notification bell so that way you will be notified every single time I upload. And for those of you who are my returning subscribers, thank you guys for your continuous love and your support. All right, so let's just get right into it. First up, we have Carolina Herrera's Very Good Girl, the Elixir, you guys. And this is one of the most recent releases by Carolina Herrera. And I just bought this like about 2-3 weeks ago. Now let me just give you guys a story. Of course, you know there's a story. So I literally went to the mall with my daughter, like I said to you guys. If you guys watched my previous video, you guys probably would have heard this story. So hear it one more time. If not, this is your first then. So I went into the mall, and as per usual, I strolled into the the perfume shop. And obviously I dibbled and dabbled in all of the new fragrances, and I sprayed this particular scent. I didn't even realize. I probably saw it somewhere, but again, I wasn't paying attention, okay? And when I sprayed this fragrance, I said to myself, this is just another redundant fragrance. It smelled very similar. It smelled like a mixture of the Very Good Girl and the Very Good Girl Glam. And I thought to myself, okay, Adriana, you don't need that fragrance, okay? Because I had the Very Good Girl, but I sold it. Not because I don't like it, but somebody else liked it more than me. I sold that one. And then the Very Good Glam, I opted not to get that one because the reviews didn't sound that good. And it's so funny because the reviews didn't sound that good, but every time I smell that fragrance, it just smells so good. I really like the Very Good Girl Glam, to be honest. But yeah, I didn't get it, all right? But then when I smelled this one, I said to myself, it just smelled so similar. So even though I didn't have it in my collection, I felt like it was a redundant release. I sprayed it on my wrist, okay? And I went about my business, all right? And then at the end of the day, when I hopped into my car, I caught this beautiful whiff of this scent. And I said to myself, okay, I was like, okay, this fragrance is really, it's booming, it's really, it's really performing. I was like, all right, cool, no problem. And at that point, I still got a strong mixture of the Very Good Glam essence in it. I got the Very Good Glam essence in it. I got less of the Very Good Girl at this point. And I want to say I even got somewhat of the blush vibes in it because there's something very aromatic, very like musky in the fragrance and very powdery. And I feel like, that's kind of like, leans more towards the Good Girl blush, in my opinion. Anyways, I left, and then I probably wore the jacket maybe a couple days later, okay? And I hopped into my car and I'm driving. And obviously when I sprayed my wrist, it probably got sprayed on the jacket as well. And I just caught the whiff of this like really strong fragrance like days after on my jacket. And I was like, whoa, I need to get my hands on this fragrance. So long story short, you guys, this is a banger. And it is a performer. It is a very strong fragrance, you guys. A very loud projecting perfume. But even then, I didn't know what the notes were. So let me just give you guys the notes. Because I just, again, I was completely unaware of what the fragrance featured, okay? But you know me, I have that YouTuber syndrome. I just hopped onto the perfume shop website and I click buy. And I just was like, let me just check out with this in my trolley. And I got it. And I'm just now looking up the notes. I haven't even given you guys a dedicated review to this video, which I intend to. Or maybe not after this. But yeah, I didn't even know what notes were in this fragrance. So let me just give you guys the notes right quick. So this perfume has in top notes of black cherry and bitter almond. And then in the mid, we have some rose and tuberose. In the base, we have some vanilla and cocoa. Now, I don't get the cocoa, but I definitely get the black cherry and the bitter almond. This is a beautiful, almondy fragrance with the essence of cherry. It's powdery. You get the rose. The rose is very strong. This is a beast mode fragrance, you guys. I feel like they heard, you know, the critique that you guys gave, the Very Good Girl Glam. And Very Good Girl Glam was a beautiful fragrance. It still is, okay? But this particular scent, they amped up the cherry, they amped up the almonds, they made it sweeter, stronger, and punchier, but not as bitter as the Very Good Girl. So my initial reaction was that this fragrance was a mixture of the Very Good Girl and the Very Good Girl Glam. This is now less of the Very Good Girl and more of the Very Good Girl Glam, but better, brighter, and stronger, and even more sweeter. This is an absolute banger, you guys. So Very Good Girl, the Elixir is Adriana DC approved. Next up, we have another new release. We have the Jardin de Misfah by UniNab, but this is the Extrait de Parfum version. And you guys, you know, right? I normally do unboxing of my fragrances, but I don't do unboxings all the time. But I don't know. I wasn't aware, and obviously this fragrance was sent to me. And I thought I was getting the Jardin de Misfah because I requested that particular one. And when I unboxed this beautiful fragrance, I was like, oh my God, this is the most beautiful packaging ever. Now, the original bottles obviously is like a, you know, a transparent clear bottle. The usual fragrances come in a transparent bottle with a black cover, and obviously, you know, the name of the fragrance and a plaque in the front, or this little white card in the front with the name of the fragrance. But they went all the way out with this particular perfume, and this bottle is just absolutely stunning. And the box, you guys, I mean, UniNab boxes are really, really pretty. I don't have any of the old boxes because I would show you guys just for comparison. But I had to just hold on to this box because there is just something. I don't know. I just love the box. I love the packaging. I love the bottle so much. And I was like, oh my God, why didn't I film an unboxing of this fragrance? I just thought that I was getting a holiday box. I just thought that perhaps they changed the packaging. And you know, I was gonna be getting, you know, the same bottle. I didn't realize that they had changed the bottle and overall color, and I didn't realize that they had Extrait de Parfum either. So the Extrait version of the Jardin de Misfah, this one has in rose, honey, dates, almonds, and davana. The original Jardin de Misfah, this one features notes of cardamom and nutmeg, and in the heart we have some dates, rose, almonds, and saffron. This one is a bit more softer, but I'm definitely getting more of the almonds and the saffron in this one. I am getting a little hint of the dates, not that much at all. But this one is just overall, it's still very interesting smelling in my opinion. It's still quite spicy and sweet, but I'm definitely getting a lot of the almonds in this one. And then the Extrait, this one here is definitely amped up on dates and honey. It's drenched in overdose of dates and like a sweet honey essence in this fragrance. Okay, it's definitely a much more stronger, a much more sweeter version of the, you know, the Jardin de Misfah. The Jardin de Misfah, it smells more almondy in my opinion, but this one is just dates and honey, you guys. Dates and honey and rose. Beautiful, definitely a spectacular smelling fragrance. I'm gonna say to you guys is I love both of these beautiful fragrances. When I got this one, I would say to you that I felt like I preferred this one because this one is like a really, really strong. It is really, really strong. It is definitely an Extrait de Parfum, but it's not like it's not overbearing. It's not hard to wear. Even spraying this fragrance like right now, I feel like I could get away with wearing this fragrance like on a nights out. It's a beautiful fragrance that's not obnoxious, but it's very much prominent. It smells very expensive and definitely amped up on the dates and the honey and the rose. But overall, a very beautiful, you know, release. And I love the packaging. I love the bottle. Next up, we have Room 1015's Wave Child, you guys. And again, this is another fragrance that was sent to me, but it was sent to me like in the fall, winter, you know, time thereabout, and I didn't get a chance to tell you guys about it. So Wave Child made quite a star in the perfume community. I think this is one of the most recent release before this newest release. And this one, of course, it features top notes of mandarin, orange and lemon. Middle notes are watermelon and coconut, and base notes are ambergris, amberwood, and cacao. Overall, this fragrance just smells like watermelons. It smells like sweet watermelons. You get a slight essence of the mandarin. I don't get any coconuts. I definitely get amber. This is and that's what pretty much, like, you know, watermelons are very soft and very, it's lightly sweet, you know, fruity fragrance. It is also a bit aquatic. This perfume also comes across aquatic, but that amber really anchors this particular perfume, and that amber wood, and that's pretty much what I'm getting. Beautiful fragrance. In terms of projection, it's not like a loud and a major projection, but it definitely has presence. It's a beautiful scent, I would say. And it's so funny, people, I don't see much people talking about this fragrance, even though it was a very popular. Yeah, such a beautiful scent. Definitely getting the amber and that watermelon. It was such a popular fragrance that it was sold out for time upon time upon time, and I finally have it in my perfume collection. But this is overall, this is essentially a warm, ambery, you know, fruity sweet watermelon fragrance with some slight aquatic touches, in my opinion. So this is Room 1015's Wave Child. And next up we have Jasmine Freak by Room 1015, and this is the most recent release from the brand. This one features notes of mango, sweet orange, black currants, and some black pepper. In the middle we have some Egyptian jasmine, Indian tuberose, and some ylang ylang. In the base we have some musk and some cashmere wood. Overall, this smells like a juicy, sparkling, sweet orange fragrance mixed with mangoes. And then it has a very beautiful, prominent, loud, warm note of jasmine in there. And then we get the, you know, we get that tuberose and that ylang ylang. The jasmine here so is very loud. It's not overwhelming, but it's definitely the main, you know, feature in this fragrance. It is warm, it is pretty, it is in all its glory. But that sweet orange mixing with the mango and the black currant, the fragrance smells sparkling and peachy and juicy and really sweet, and it actually smells quite lush with all those beautiful floral notes in the heart, you guys. Beautiful, a very scrumptious smelling fragrance. Even though we've had mango fragrances before, this is something slightly different, in my opinion, because there's the jasmine. How much the jasmine is played up with all those florals, and the musk in the base is giving off a very, like, very lush and a very exquisite vibe, in my opinion. So this is Room 1015's Jasmine Freak. Next up, we have Woody Mood by Olfactove Studios, you guys. And again, this is a fragrance that I received, you know, more in the fall and the winter time. I just know that I absolutely love this fragrance. I got this perfume obviously in a sample because this fragrance was sent to me. I got it in a sample and I doused myself in it, and I went downstairs and my kids are like, "Mommy, you smell really good." This perfume gives you bales of compliments, not just from the kids, because I've worn it out as well. And you know, I know it says woody mood, so you're probably thinking this is overwhelming of wood. It's I don't know, it's done so beautiful that I don't know, it just comes off really sweet and woody and powdery. But let's just get into the notes. So Woody Mood has in top notes of ginger, clary sage, bergamot, and saffron. In the middle notes we have some sequoia, incense, black tea, nard, Himalayan. And then we have some base notes of cacao, styrax, leather, and patchouli. All right, you guys, this is a lot. Let me just tell you guys, this fragrance, you definitely get the clary sage is definitely there. You get, it is a little bit sharp, so you get your bergamot. You definitely get the spicy saffron in here. A slight touch of the incense in here because it's slightly bit smoky, but it's very played down. And we get bales of patchouli. Now, funny enough is that this fragrance smells quite sweet, okay? This is like, yeah, you get the clary sage and the incense is beautiful. And again, even though I'm just reading the notes, you can smell the spices, you can smell the woody touches in here, but it's just so beautifully blended, you guys. This is like a perfectly unisex fragrance, because even though those notes sound those notes make this fragrance just sound completely masculine. And I want to tell you that this fragrance is masculine leaning, but it's like the perfect unisex fragrance in my opinion. And it has the most powdery, dusty, sweet, a little bit spicy, woody essence. The fragrance is not harsh, even though there's a carousel, there's the bergamot, there's a saffron. It's not harsh, it's not that sharp at all, but you can definitely get the spices in here, but it's rounded and it is blended to perfection, you guys, that even though your woody mood, you think it would be a masculine fragrance, it just wears absolutely beautifully, you guys. So this is Woody Mood by Olfactove Studio. Please feel free to check out my discount code as well. I do have a discount code. You can get 15% off with my with Adriana 15. So by all means, check them out. I think there are some few fragrances from this brand that really, really, blow me away, and this is definitely one of them, you guys. So this is Woody Mood by Olfactove Studios. Next up, we have Sandalwood Musk by Experimental Perfume. Again, another fragrance that has stolen my heart from the brand. Peep the dent in this perfume, you guys. I don't know if it's a sprayer, I don't know if it's the bottle, but it's just like really showing the dent that I've made in these fragrances. I don't know. But Sandalwood Musk, the most beautiful sandalwood and musk fragrance, it's smooth and musky. But let me give you guys the notes. So Sandalwood Musk, this one has in suede, sandalwood, ambroxan, pink pepper, and vetiver. Now this perfume it's not simple. The notes don't sound complicated. The scent profile doesn't smell that complex. You get sandalwood and musk. It is sweet. It is powdery, a little bit dusty, but pretty. Let me tell you, every single time I have worn this fragrance, I have had people stop and ask me, what are you wearing? Something about this perfume is just so pretty, and it's soft. Again, it's that creamy, soft sandalwood, but this is not like a heavy, dense sandalwood. This is an airy, light, musky, almost clean smelling sandalwood. It is sweet. It is powdery. It's just absolutely beautiful, you guys. This is a love. Again, I don't see a lot of people talking about this brand, you guys, but something about this brand, the fragrances definitely do something for me, you guys. So this is Sandalwood Musk by Experimental Perfume Club. Next up, we have Elap by Sora Dora, you guys. And I got this one quite a while ago. I'll admit to you guys, like, it's a very interesting scent, but I didn't know how to interpret this fragrance, you guys. But let me just give you guys the notes and I'll give you guys my thoughts. So in the top, we have some apricot, tea, and apple. In the middle, we have some osmanthus, almonds, and rosemary. In the base notes, we have some sesame, vanilla absolute, and some Haitian vetiver. And this perfume has a very interesting scent, you guys, okay? Now, let me just spread it out here. Now, this fragrance, in true Soro Dora form, has a very exotic and a very interesting note structure, okay? And with this fragrance, when I spray it, what I do get from it, I definitely get the apricot. So the apricot is quite prominent. I definitely get that apple, okay? Because it has like a sweet, warm vibe to it. Something very, very familiar. And then I want to say you definitely get like the rosemary, which makes it very different, because combining like a fruity fragrance with rosemary. Now, I've seen it before, but normally the rosemary is there, but I don't know, it's not usually that prominent. This fragrance is quite aromatic. It is slightly green. It is also fruity and floral, and it has like a light sweetness to it. This is a very interesting smelling fragrance. You definitely get the apricot in the opening, but I don't know, what direction this fragrance goes in. I would say to you, I think this fragrance is overall an all year round fragrance. It's not a perfume that's suitable for one, season or the other, because again, it has those fruity notes in the top, and then it has an aromatic, slightly green vibe to it. And then there's a sweet vanilla there. So it's palatable, but very different at the same time. It's quite exotic and very interesting. The presence is not that crazy. It's like very moderate, you know, when you spray it on you. It's not, I haven't gotten any compliments because I've tested out quite a few times. Haven't gotten any compliments wearing it. It doesn't project like crazy, because if it did, it would be very interesting to know what, you know, aspect of the fragrance would project, considering that there's such a prominent rosemary note in there. But it is a beautiful fragrance, but it's like, it's a fragrance that goes in like different directions that, you know, I don't really know how this fragrance, you know, what way to place this fragrance, but it is a beautiful scent overall, in my opinion. So yeah, this is Elap by Dora. This was actually released last year in 2024, and I haven't seen many people talk about this fragrance, so I don't know what the YouTubers are saying. Let me know how you guys feel about this fragrance, because Dora has been, you know, it has been quite a talked about fragrance brand in the perfume community. So this is Elap by Dora. Next up, we have Caprice de Jeanne by Chabaud. And this is a brand that I definitely don't see people talking about that much. This is the second fragrance that I have from this particular brand. And I'm going to say to you, like, this one, I really, really love. This was definitely right up my alley, you guys. So let me just give you guys the notes. So Caprice de Jeanne, again, it was released in 2024. This one has in top notes of lychee, pink pepper, pear, mandarin orange, and blackcurrant. In the middle notes, we have some cashmere woods, raspberry, cherry, flowers, rose, and patchouli. In the base, you have some musk, cedar, oud, and amber. So this fragrance is quite interesting. It's very much up my alley. This one, you get the lychee, you get the raspberries, you get the blackcurrant. It's an overdose of all those fruity notes in the opening, but most prominent is the lychee. And then you have the rose and the oud. This fragrance smells like Angel Nova with a very prominent note of oud, okay? Very strong. The cashmere wood is very, very prominent. So there's in between of all that, you know, those like very rich decadent, you know, berries and blackcurrant and all those sweet red fruits. You get like a woody vibe in the heart of this perfume mixing with the oud. Very, very, very present. Now, the only problem I have with this fragrance is that it does not last long. For how beautiful the scent profile is, it's quite a shame. But it doesn't last very long, and it doesn't project like crazy. And I didn't get a lot of like presence from this particular scent at all. But it's such a beautiful smelling fragrance, you guys. So yeah, Caprice de Jeanne, I'm thinking maybe I should start playing with it again and see how it's performing now, seeing as though it had some time to just settle and kind of macerate a little bit. But yeah, beautiful scent profile in my opinion. So this is Caprice de Jeanne by Chabaud, and this was released in 2025. If this sounds like your kind of vibe, then by all means check out my description box for the discount code. I do have a code for this website as well. And there you have it, you guys. These are 10 of the newest additions to my perfume collection. I do have 10 more to tell you guys about, but I decided to split this haul in two, because you guys know I'm mad long-winded. So I just split these the entire haul in two, and I'm gonna give you guys, you know, the second half of my haul in another video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If in fact you did, please give me a very big thumbs up. If you guys are new here, please don't leave without hitting that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that notification bell so that way you guys will be notified every single time I upload. And until next time, see you guys in my very next video. Bye.